So the Jets suck. Fitzpatrick sucks. We knew that, though, when we made him our quarterback. Let's get down to earth here. It is possible that he was going to have one of these games. And, yes, he threw like 4 or 5 interceptions, whatever the hell it was, and we had like 8 turnovers. But we knew that this was going to happen. I mean, we didn't think it was going to be this bad. But the only reason why it was this bad was because it was getting down to the point where you had to pass the ball. And that's what happens when you try to force balls in and try to make huge plays and you're not really an elite quarterback. So, I mean, if they were out of it, which they should have, but the defense played amazing against Kansas City, in my opinion, to keep them in this. So, I mean, if Mark Sanchez was in this situation, it would have been the same thing. I mean, I really don't think it's much different. I'm not going to panic and say, oh, my God, put in Geno Smith. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is the right quarterback for now. I mean, do I think we're going to make the playoffs? I don't. I really don't. I think we have the talent. I think we have the skill. It's just we don't show up. And when we do show up, we don't finish. Okay, so the first game I want to go over is the Bengals versus the Dolphins. I mean, it's a stupid game to go over because it's pretty simple. If the Bengals don't win this game, I don't know what the heck is going on. The Bengals are going to win this game. They're going to win by the -7 that they have on the spread. I know the Dolphins had a huge win last week, but really, the Dolphins beat a crappy team, and the Bengals played a really good Denver team and played them pretty solid. They just kind of, like Sophia said, bit themselves in the butt or stabbed themselves in the back or whatever metaphor or simile, whatever crap you want to use. They lost that game themselves. It really wasn't Denver. Denver did what they had to do, and they won that game. They're one of the best teams in the NFL, and if you give them that chance, they're going to win the game. The Bengals just kind of destroyed themselves in that game. Okay, the second game I'm going to go over is the Seahawks versus the Jets. This is a pick'em game from what I see. There's really no spread right now, so I'm guessing it's a pick'em game. And you got the Seahawks, who just came off of a big win. Their offense finally woke up. But Russell Wilson got an MCL sprain. He's probably going to play next week. Rawls is out with a fibula issue. I think Pete Carroll, that's what he said. So it's a couple of weeks for him. And I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win this game. I think the Seahawks are a better team. I mean, the first 2 weeks they showed they were crap, but they're the best. They're probably the best defense in the league. I mean, right up there with Denver and the Vikings. They're right there. I mean, if they're not the best, they're right top 3. So, I mean, the Jets' offense is all based on what Fitzpatrick does, and if he doesn't play, all he has to do is play decent. All he has to do is go like 19 for 29 with 1 TD, and Matt Forte will do the rest. Matt Forte played great. Why did the Jets not run in the red zone once the entire game? And you could look at it. I'm almost positive they didn't run once, and they were in the red zone like 4 times. I don't know why. They just forced passes. Ryan Fitzpatrick made bad decisions, like Mark Sanchez or Geno Smith would too, but he made bad decisions. Supposed to be a better decision maker. And Chan Kelly, what the hell are you doing? Freaking run the ball in the red zone, especially on first down. What is wrong with you? Forte's been amazing. He has unbelievable vision. Probably the best vision in the freaking NFL. And he's not too quick. He's not too fast. He's not too big. But he's quick enough. He's fast enough. And he's big enough to where he can get off tackles. He can get positive yardage. And he is patient. That is his best quality. How patient he is behind the line. He was a great pickup. Use him, for God's sakes, in the red zone. Jesus. I think the Seahawks are going to win this game, though, because Ryan Fitzpatrick is not going to be able to do anything this game. I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope the Jets win this game, because if they do, then you got Pittsburgh and Arizona. You got to steal one of those games, and then you're at 3-3. And that's what you need to be to make the playoffs. And then I'll say I think the Jets make the playoffs. But I don't think they will, because I think they'll lose to the Seahawks, they'll lose to Pittsburgh, or the Arizona Cardinals, and they'll steal one of those games and be 2-4. But we'll see what happens. Seahawks win this game. I would take a -3. It's going to be a pick'em game, I think, though. The next game I want to go over is the one at 9:30 a.m. It's going to be Indianapolis versus the Jaguars. I think the Indianapolis Colts are going to win this game. It's at -2.5. It's a little weird because it is at 9:25 a.m. because I'm guessing it's in England. Yeah, it's at Wembley Stadium. I just looked. I think Indianapolis will win this game. Andrew Luck played really well last game. The Indianapolis Colts are a better team than what they've shown. And the Jaguars, I mean, me and Sophia, which I watched your video the other day, it was a really good video, have been giving the Jaguars all this credit because they look good. They have good young talent. Blake Bortles isn't doing it. Just like Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't do it, Blake Bortles is just not doing it. Is he a faker? or is he a real guy when it comes to being a real leader? I think he's a faker. So I'm going to pick the Colts to win this game. The next game I want to go over is the Minnesota Vikings versus the New York Giants. Sorry, Giants fans, you lose. We'll be very close, though. Just like the last game against the Redskins, you know that team you have a better offense and a better defense than? The team that you lost to, that team that's 0-2, where Kirk Cousins has been questioned in the locker room, that like this game should have been in the bag. The Giants should have won, and I'm pissed that they didn't, because I picked them to win that game. So, Giants lose this game against the Vikings. The Vikings are a much better team than the Redskins are, and they're a better team than the Giants. Do the Giants have a chance? Absolutely. They have a great offense. If they click, they definitely have a chance to win this game. But I pick the Vikings to win 20-17, which means I pick the Giants +4, but I pick the Vikings to win this game straight up. So I picked the Vikings to win this game. Stephon Diggs has been playing great. Sam Bradford has been playing great. Their running backs have been playing pretty well. Their offensive line has been great. I know the Giants' defense is very good, but the Vikings' defense is a lot better. Sam Bradford is going to be under a lot of pressure, but so is Eli Manning. And Eli Manning, in some key situations, did not do well in the fourth quarter of last game against the Redskins. So pick the Vikings to win this game, and they're going to go to 4-0. Do I think they're going to win the division? No, Gio. Sorry. They're not going to win. I think the Packers are going to be able to get their act together, and they're going to win the division. But the Vikings will definitely be the first wild card in the NFC. I'll give you that. I hope, Gio, you're not too mad at me for saying that, but I'm going to give the Vikings this win and the Packers the division. And the last game I want to go over is the Chiefs versus the Steelers. The Steelers are a 6-point favorite. They were completely dead last week. Shout out to Sean Collins. Your fantasy team got fucked like my fantasy team got fucked. Because, well, for you, it was Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and you also have D'Angelo Williams. And they just got screwed. And Ben Roethlisberger was all over the place. We were watching the game together. He was all over the place. He didn't know what to do. They got way too far behind, way too quick, and they just lost. I'm going to pick the Steelers to win this game, though. They're going to get back. They're a veteran team. Mike Tomlin is a great, great coach. And I think they'll get back and they'll win this game. Will they win by 6? I don't know. I'm going to say they are going to win by 6. I think the Chiefs played very, very, very good defense against a bad Jets quarterback. With this Pittsburgh Steelers offense and this veteran leadership, I think they're going to win by more than 6, and the Steelers win this game. If you like this video, please comment and subscribe below. G University, shout out to you. Going back and forth with me. I'm having a lot of fun talking to you in the comments. Shout out to Gio and your Vikings. I mean, they're really good. And shout out to Sean Ryan. The last time I checked, you were 13-2 straight up. That's sick, dude. I was 7-9 against the spread and 7-9 straight up this week. I'm taking a new strategy and picking my games this week. We'll see how it works. I think it's going to work out really well for me. Have a good night, everybody, and enjoy this video.